Okay, so today we're grabbing our tranq darts, the ones that barely work, and trying very hard not to step on any glass.
Sounds about right. We're diving into Deathground. It's that co-op survival horror from Jaw Drop Games.
Yeah, the one they pitched as Jurassic Park meets Alien. Isolation. Which, sounds amazing, but also terrifying.
It does set a high bar. So our mission here is to look at the early access feedback, the mechanics, see if it actually delivers on that promise, or is it, just jump scares?
Right. So the basic setup for you, 1 to 4 players, you're a squad dropped into this creepy abandoned research facility, Aeon, I think it's called.
That's the one. And it's absolutely crawling with dinosaurs.
And the main gameplay, the core loop, it's all about objectives, stealth, and getting out alive. It's PvE, player versus environment.
Exactly. And those objectives, they're procedurally generated. So one run, you might be restoring power. The next, you're trying to, steal a raptor egg.
Steal a raptor egg. Okay, that sounds incredibly stressful.
Oh, it is. Or maybe hacking terminals. The point is, it changes every time. You can't just memorize patrol routes or item locations. It keeps you on edge.
And that edge comes from the threat, right? You mentioned dinosaurs. The sources are pretty clear. Combat isn't really the goal here.
Not at all. It's heavily discouraged. You are definitely not the hunter in this scenario. The AI is the real star, or maybe the villain.
The AI running the dinosaurs.
Yeah, specifically the Utahraptor, that's your big, relentless, alien-style threat, and the Compsognathus, the little ones.
Right, I saw that distinction. The Utahraptor is the main killer, hunting by sight and sound.
Precisely. But the Compies, the little ones, they're almost worse in a way. They act like an alarm system. You stumble into them, they shriek, and suddenly the Utahraptor knows exactly where you are.
Okay, that's clever. Turns a minor nuisance into a major problem.
Totally. And you mentioned dynamic AI earlier. People hear that a lot. How is this different from, say, scripted patrols in other horror games? Does it really adapt?
Well, the sources suggest it does. It's not just reacting, it seems to actually learn. Like if you hide in a locker, it might patrol your exits more heavily. It doesn't just forget you existed.
Exactly. It anticipates, which makes tools like the motion detector so crucial, just like an Alien.
Yeah. Yes, the iconic flicker and beep.
But even that's a risk, right? The beeping itself can give you away if you're not careful. It's all trade-offs.
And the other tools seem to reinforce that feeling of being underpowered. Like the tranquilizer rifle you mentioned.
Yeah, it's really not a weapon for fighting back. You're not Rambo here.
So what does it do then? Just slow them down?
Pretty much. Slows or stuns them for just a few seconds. It's purely defensive. You use it to buy yourself a moment to sprint to the next hiding spot, not to clear a room. It's all about desperate resource management.
That desperation must make the co-op aspect absolutely essential. You can't play as a dinosaur, right? It's strictly PvE.
Strictly PvE. So teamwork is everything. Coordinating gear, movement. It sounds a lot like GTFO or maybe even Phasmophobia in terms of needing everyone on the same page.
One person brings the hacking device, another the med kit. You really have to plan your loadouts and stick together.
You absolutely do. Otherwise, you're just dinosaur food.
So with all that intensity, how's it actually doing in early access? The reviews seem, mixed. Around 54% positive on Steam right now.
Yeah, mixed is fair. The strengths people point out are definitely there. The atmosphere is thick, genuinely tense. The AI gets a lot of praise for being reactive and scary.
And I saw something about a feather toggle. That's kind of neat.
It is. You can choose between the classic scaly dinosaurs or the more scientifically accurate feathered look. Nice touch for different tastes.
But then there are the downsides, the reasons for that mixed score. What are the main complaints?
It's a lot of the usual early access stuff, Limited content, not enough maps, or maybe dinosaur variety yet. Some matchmaking issues, technical bugs.
Standard teething problems.
Pretty much. But the big one seems to be the difficulty, especially for solo players. It sounds brutal.
Brutal how? Just harder or?
It seems like the game is balanced for a full 4-person squad, and it doesn't really scale down well. So if you go in alone, you're facing threats and objectives designed for 4 specialists, but you only have one set of tools and hands. People describe it as incredibly unforgiving, almost frustratingly so.
Okay, so solo play is maybe not the intended experience right now.
Seems that way. It really pushes that co-op angle hard.
So pulling it all together then, it sounds like Deathground, when it works, really delivers that tension through making you feel weak, forcing you to manage scarce resources, and pitting you against that smart, adaptive AI.
Definitely. It feels less like a theme park ride with jump scares and more like a high-stakes burglary, where the security system is alive and actively trying to eat you. Every mistake feels costly.
Which brings us to that final thought. You mentioned the AI, how it adapts. The sources say it sometimes tries to literally drag players out of hiding spots.
Yeah, think about that. It's not just waiting for you to slip up. It's actively trying to breach your safe space. The vent, the locker.
It feels different. Most horror games, you hide, you wait for the patrol pattern to pass. It's passive.
Exactly. But when the hunter can potentially rip you out of cover, that changes the whole dynamic of stealth, doesn't it? It makes hiding feel less safe, more active, a constant struggle.
How does that shift the fear factor for you compared to just waiting out a timer or a patrol path? Something to think about.
Definitely something to mull over. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.